Hi, this is Mrs. M. Judith, Acquiline, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Applications. So today we are going to see about Python. So Python is a high-level language and it is a very popular programming language, and it has been used in web development, machine learning applications, along with all cutting-edge technologies and software industries. The biggest strength of Python is that huge collection of standard libraries which can be used for as machine learning, GUI applications like Kinter, Iquit, etc. Web frameworks, image processing, web scraping, text frameworks, multimedia, scientific computing, text processing, and many more. Next, we can see about the Python framework which has been used in the web development. So these are all some of the frameworks that has been used for the web development. So the next we can see about the IDLE. So IDLE is nothing but it is integrated development environment which is typically used on all windows. So it is a multi-window text editor with syntax highlighting, auto-completion, smart indent or other texts. Python shell is mainly used for highlighting the syntax, and it is represented as an integrated debugger with stepping procedures, breakpoints, and call stack visibilities. We can see about the object-oriented programming in Python. So this is the general OOPS concept that the Python belongs. It has class, object, encapsulation, polymorphism, inheritance, and abstraction. So class. A class is nothing but it is represented as a collection of objects. So it is a thing that contains the blueprints or a prototype from which the objects are being created. It is a logical entity that contains some attributes and methods. An object. An object is referred as a entity which states and behaviors. So the object is an entity that has a state and a behavior associated with it. It may be any real world object like example for mouse, keyboard, chair, table, pen, etc. And it consists of three types like state, behavior, and identity. State is nothing but the attributes of an object, and a behavior, it represents the method of an object, and identity represents the object that enables one object to interact with other objects. Encapsulation. So encapsulation is one of the fundamental concepts in our OOPS. It is the idea of wrapping data and the method that work on data within one unit. So there are different types of things we can do in encapsulation. Next comes as a polymorphism. So polymorphism is a thing which is represented as a one interface used to general classes. It will be having in general we can say it has many forms. For example, if we want to determine a specific bird which should fly or not, so we can use different kinds of forms using polymorphism, and within a single function we can do this process. Inheritance. So inheritance is that which one object acquires the properties of another object. So in an inheritance, there are different types of inheritance like single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and multiple inheritance. Single inheritance is nothing but it enables a derived class to inherit characteristics from a single parent class. Multi-level inheritance enables a derived class to inherit properties from an immediate parent class which in turn inherit properties from his parent class. Hierarchical inheritance, it is nothing but it enables more than one derived class to inherit properties from a parent class. The last is our multiple inheritance, and it enables one derived class to inherit properties from one or more than base class. So these are all general data types which we are using in Python, like numeric, dictionary, boolean, set, and sequence type. So let us see about numeric. So in numeric, the values are stored in numbers. The whole numbers like floats and complex qualities will be having place in our Python numeric data types. And in numeric data types, there are integers, complex, and float. So the integer is represented as a whole number. It can be at any length such as 10 to 29 dollars. And an integer can be any length that the Python wants to set, like the user wants to set it in the program. And next comes to the float. It stores drifting point numbers like 1.9 or 9.902, etc. It can be accurate within 15 decimal places. Complex, and a complex number, it is contains an arranged pair like x plus iy or x minus ij and all those things. And dictionary. So a dictionary is a key value pair set arranged in any order. It stores a specific value of each key like an associative, array, or a hash table. Value in any Python object, while the key can hold a primitive data types. The commas are mainly used and the curly braces are used to separate the items which we will be giving in the dictionary. Next is a boolean. So true or false are two default values for the boolean type. These qualities are utilized to decide the given assertion value or misleading. The class, like for example, the class book indicates like false can be represented as 0 and the true can be represented as 1. And the next comes our set. So the data types unordered collection in Python is represented as a set. It is an iterable and mutable, so we can change after creation. Hence, it has a remarkable componency. The elements of a set have no set order. It may return the elements altered sequence. Either a sequence of element is passed through a curly braces and separated by the comma to create a set or to build a built-in functions like set following bracket brackets. Last one is our sequence type. So in sequence type, we will be having string, list, and tuple. So these is a thing that a sequence of characters in quotation marks can be used to describe a string. A string can be defined in Python using a simple double or triple quotes. So a list is maybe used to list out the thing where the user wants to list using a string. And tuple is nothing but it is also a process which the data can be stored under triple quotes. Thank you for watching. Thank you.